What's up, boxing fans? I hope you're having a great day, and I want to talk about a big fight that is going to take place in just 10 days. And of course, I'm talking about the highly anticipated rematch between Andy Ruiz Jr., the current heavyweight champion of the world, versus Anthony Joshua. And I'm excited about this fight because this fight is going to answer a lot of questions for us. So this fight takes place on December 7th in Saudi Arabia, the kingdom, and it's going to pit two of the biggest names in heavyweight boxing today. Of course, we saw the major upset that went down back in June 1st of this year, in which Andy Ruiz Jr. was a late replacement for Jarrell Big Baby Miller because Miller failed three drug tests that completely took him out of the big fight with Anthony Joshua, then the heavyweight champion of the world. So Andy Ruiz Jr. got into that fight as a last-minute replacement. He was asking for the fight. He hit up Eddie Hearn on social media and it was asking for that fight, and he got it. Coming into that bout, and I'll be completely honest with you guys, I wasn't really aware of Andy Ruiz Jr. I didn't know much about him. I saw his physical, and then I compared it to Anthony Joshua's, and I fell into that trap too, and I said, hey, I honestly don't see how this guy could win. He looks like a great guy. He looks very personable, very charismatic, but I didn't really think he had a big shot. And man, was I mistaken, because Andy Ruiz Jr. did the unthinkable. I remember watching the fight with my brother on TV, and I remember when Andy Ruiz Jr. was landing these big shots, and I was just like, what is going on? This is not the narrative that was supposed to be transpiring tonight. We were supposed to see Anthony Joshua completely dominate him. But then you saw Andy Ruiz come back from a brutal knockdown, get back up, fight again, hurt the champion to eventually get that knockout TKO victory and become the unified heavyweight champion of the world. That was really a tremendous night for Randy Ruiz Jr., for boxing fans in general, for Mexican fans. It was just a great night for boxing in general. It was really awesome to see this fight go down. Anthony Joshua took the loss in stride. I know that it was beating him up, and I'm sure it was getting to his head afterwards, but on that night, I really loved the sportsmanship that he showed towards Andy Ruiz, and did not want to make any excuses, and wanted that night to belong to Andy Ruiz Jr. So June 1st will be a day that will be long remembered in boxing history as a night in which Andy Ruiz Jr. did the unthinkable, what a lot of people did not expect him to do, and that was to dethrone the heavyweight champion of the world in his homecoming, not his homecoming, but his first night in a new country, in New York City. This was supposed to be his coronation. Andy Ruiz Jr. messed those plans up, got those titles, and now he's set up for even a bigger payday, a bigger fight in Saudi Arabia. And that fight, of course, again takes place on December 7th. It'll be streamed exclusively on DAZN. If you haven't gotten DAZN yet, guys, go ahead and get it. I'll leave the link in the description box. I highly recommend it for any boxing fan out there. I don't want to get into the details, but check it out. DAZN. That's where you'll be able to watch this fight in high definition. It's going to be a great night of boxing. But what's going to happen on that night, guys? I'm really excited about what's going to go down on that night, because like I said in the beginning, I feel like a lot of questions are going to be answered on December 7th. Was it a fluke? A lot of people still believe that it was a fluke. I don't believe it was a fluke. Did Anthony Joshua come into this fight unprepared, or maybe underestimating Andy Ruiz? Maybe. I can't get into Joshua's head and really say yes, he was underestimating him, or he wasn't prepared, or I can't do that. All I can say is that Anthony Joshua said that he was going to be prepared for the fight. And I'm gonna take his word at face value and say that, hey, he came in prepared for the fight. What I do believe happened though was that he did take a big right left hand, I believe it was, that completely concussed him and just messed up his equilibrium, and he was never the same from that moment on. And it's like Mike Tyson. Also, if you haven't seen One Night on DAZN, it's hyping up the big fight. Mike Tyson's on there as well, so you can check it out there too. It's like Mike Tyson said, he got caught with that big punch that completely messed up his equilibrium. And it's like Anthony Joshua wanted to be there. He wanted to fight, but his body was just not reacting. His body was just not there. And I think that punch really did mess him up. Now, I'm not going to say like some other people are saying, oh, it was that lucky punch. It was that punch that messed him up. I'm not going to say that. Why? It's boxing. Punches happen. I mean, what else did you expect? I mean, he got caught by a punch. You know, whether it messed up his equilibrium or not, that really doesn't matter. He just got caught with a punch. It was nothing illegal. It was nothing that, you know, wasn't allowed. He got caught with a punch. And for Andy Ruiz Jr., for his for him, it was for his benefit, and for Anthony Joshua's, it wasn't. But at the end of the day, guys, it was a punch. And I think it was completely fair, and that's why I don't think it was a fluke. Now, coming in to this rematch, what's going to happen? What if Andy Ruiz does not land a punch that completely messes up Anthony Joshua's functions? You know, what's going to happen if he's not able to land a punch that messes up Anthony Joshua's equilibrium and he's not able to, you know, control his body? What's going to happen? You know, then we'll know. You know, for those that believe it was a fluke, we'll know, was it really a fluke? Or can Anthony Joshua can Andy Ruiz once again pull it off and defeat the former heavyweight champion of the world? I've seen pictures, you know, that I think that both of them are slimming down. Both of them are looking to come into this fight with maybe a different strategy. Andy Ruiz Jr. says that I think he wanted to slim down a little bit for this fight as well. The first fight, he wanted to come in heavy to be able to withstand the size and strength of Anthony Joshua. Now he's coming into this fight a little bit lower in weight from what he's saying. So we'll see on on the day of weigh-in just how much they're weighing and how they look like. But how are they going to come into this fight? How is Anthony Joshua going to do? Is he going to bring the fight to Andy Ruiz Jr. again? Is he going to try and slug it out again? Of course, that was a very, very risky choice. Risky decision that he took on June 1st when he first fought Andy Ruiz, because it backfired. Andy Ruiz is shorter arms, and the fact that you have a fighter coming at you, getting close to you, it plays to your favor, so that helped him out. What if Anthony Joshua decides to start moving around? Can Andy Ruiz catch him? You know, will the thought of that defeat linger in Anthony Joshua's mind? Is it going to be there in the back of his mind once he starts feeling the pressure, once he starts feeling the punches of Andy Ruiz and the speed? Is he going to backtrack and have that memory come back to and will that cause him to back away? You know, how will Anthony Joshua's mentality be coming into this fight? Now, it's going to be a big fight, guys. A lot of questions are going to be answered. Anthony Joshua looks to to show others that, hey, I was not just some regular champion. I'm capable of being a great champion. Andy Ruiz wants to let others know that, hey, it wasn't a fluke, and I'll do it again. So, very exciting matchup that we have in store for December 7th, guys. I cannot wait. I'm sure you, as a boxing fan, cannot wait. Again, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to DAZN. The link is in the bio in the description, guys. Go ahead and visit that. It's a great deal for a boxing fan, and you're gonna get this fight. It's gonna be great. You know, you can get it for about $20, $19.99 for the month, which is just a fraction of a regular pay-per-view, which is usually about $80 for the high definition. You can get the year for just maybe about $10-20 more, which is $100 for a year worth of big events and fights of this nature, and documentaries and all the things that they offer in DAZN. So check it out. Again, the link is in the description box. But guys, let me know what your thoughts are on the highly anticipated rematch that is upcoming between Andy Ruiz Jr. and Anthony Joshua for the unified heavyweight championship of the world. Let me know in the comment section. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon to receive notifications on future content. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed this, guys. Until next time, I'm out. God bless you and have a great rest of your day.